Bolo the producer. Woo! You already know what the vibes are. The title of his video is MPC software users are not happy. And I've seen a lot of talk, and I want to see what he's talking about. Let's check it out. The link will be in the description box. Make sure that you support your fellow content creators as I am right now.
I'm just trying to have a candid conversation with you.
Hold on. A candid conversation is what you're calling it, huh? That's what you call it, Bolo. A candid conversation. Colorful words.
Guys. Okay, so first things first, I understand that some of you guys are upset that the
How's the audio, gang?
Standalone units have been updated and that the software has not been updated yet for, the 3.0. And they added some new sounds in the standalone version and all that stuff like that. And it just seems like they just been neglecting the software. And I know some of you guys have been upset. I have been watching videos and I have been seeing what you guys have been saying. However, we have to understand.
I have seen some videos too. And I think I'm going to check it out on my free time.
And EA Ski actually put this in perspective with me a long time ago. And we was on the phone talking about it, and I was like, hey, Kai needs to do this, and Kai needs to do that. And he was basically telling me, you got to understand that Akai is a standalone company that just so happens to do software. It's not like Native Instruments where they're a software company that just so happens to do a standalone unit with the Machine Plus. So we have to understand that Akai was always a standalone type of a unit. Okay? Starting off with the MIDI Production Center. That was the first thing with the Roger Lynn. It was a MIDI Production Center. That's what it was called. Then they changed the name to a Music Production Center. And then as years went on, they made some more great machines. And then in the 2010s, the early 2010s, that's when they switched over and they started doing the software stuff with the 1.0 series and the 2.0 series. And then everybody was hoping for the 3.0 series, and it never happened. And I get it. I understand that you guys are upset about it, but we have to understand that they are a standalone production company that just so happens to do software. And I think that over time, a lot of the consumers were buying these new standalone units. Okay, and a lot of people have been producing more on standalone units. So you got to understand the direction that.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now. During the MIDI Production Center time, one of the things that was getting Akai's ass was whooping, a company that was whooping their Akai's ass was Native Instruments. And the reason why they was whooping their ass is because they had a hybrid workflow, which created a demand for this. So Akai switched the game up to do only MIDI controllers that work with the computer. Similar to how the machine at that particular time, which was whooping Akai's ass, was doing and was having a level of success that Akai wasn't at that particular time. I think, if you give or take some things about the MPC, what was it, the 5000, nobody necessarily liked that. Funny enough, that the guy that they had on the panel, by the way, Just Blaze, had some blaring words to say about that back then, because it took away from the original MPC workflow, like we're hearing about 3.0, funny enough. I see why people are upset, because there are some people that are being hosed. Like if you have let's say you have bought into the MPC Studio Mark II. You see everybody in standalone using the MPC 3.0 software, the firmware that is, the OS, but yet you are still stuck in 2.15 in terms of the MPC software. They have a right to be bad. They do. There's just no excuse for that. I'm not going to pander. I'm going to keep it 100. So let's continue.
They're going in with this is that right now, most of the consumers are looking to get a standalone unit. Now, does it mean that they should not upgrade it? No, I still think that they should upgrade it at some point. But I think their focus now is more so on the hardware side than the software side, which it kind of sucks. I get it. I understand. And I understand using software is a bit easier. I know you can do more things by, clicking the mouse and everything. I'm more of a standalone type of a person, but I know there's some of you guys out here who really rely on controller mode a lot when doing it. And I've even seen like on a few of like the pages on Facebook and stuff like that, some people putting pictures up of their controllers and saying, is this even still a thing in 2025 and stuff like that? And I believe maybe at some point they will update it. I just don't know if it's going to be anytime soon. I don't know anything about it.
What up, Bolo?
I even tried to quiz Andy about it at NAM. He doesn't know nothing about it. I don't know nothing about it.
Andy ain't gonna say shit right about now. The whole entire thing about the NAM presentation, which that more power to him. We're gonna look at like the panel. We already looked at Zaytoven's cook up and all this other stuff. Missed it. I missed it. There's plenty of people that I would have said what's up to, and it would have been, I guess, a great old time off of a $1,300 ticket to LA for one day. No, that's why I didn't go. I was like, nah, bro, I'll keep my money. I'll keep my money and react to the content. Now, I do wish I would have met Roger Lynn, because I have a huge respect for him, because without Roger Lynn, we wouldn't have any of these machines we got to this day. I'm just saying. But I will say this, that software needs to be updated. I expected it to be like, surprise, nigga, we got 3.0 software. Because the main thing that I have to say in this regard, and I respect the perspectives of everybody that's doing their content right now. Bolo's being more respectful than I thought he was going to be. I thought Bolo was going to be on his 2021 energy. Or what was it? When was the last time he had a nice little rant about it? But I think it was in 2021 when he had his big rant about, I'm selling my MPCX, all that, and it just went viral as fuck. But I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say it. Fuck it. You ain't gotta worry about it. I think that the software should have been there. It should have been there because with all of the stuff that's in standalone right now, which I'm happy with, I don't give a shit. That's what I do. I cook up in standalone anyways. I just wanted the damn software to be, or at least run somewhat as good as 2.15. It's there, missing some shit. I will keep on saying that because I've been holding my tongue for a long goddamn time.
So we don't know nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? I know people are asking me like, what's going on, man? We need the 3.0 for the software.
Oh shit, man, where's my gas at, bruh? I'm tired of my plug being late on this shit.
Come on, hell no. Well, version, and to be totally honest with you, me personally, me out of 8 billion people in this world, I kind of like what they're doing with the standalone units, because basically right now you can use the standalone unit just like a DAW.
Sort of. The only thing is, they still have certain limitations. People gonna get upset because they gotta freeze tracks, and then they gotta assign it, because the disc streaming, how disc streaming works, I do like the fact that you can pick out stuff to be in disc streaming. However, most people are gonna, or they will overlook it. Big shout out to my dog Dilio, because Dilio, he sing and all that. And I didn't even know Bolo. Did y'all even know that Bolo makes music? I was just listening to like some of his songs, like, this nigga rap. And and he was rapping with my fucking cousin on one of the songs. I ain't gonna tell you who my cousin is, Bolo. This was back when he had dreadlocks, by the way. I've known Bolo for a long time.
Like everything you can do in it now with the 3.0, you can do it exactly just like a DAW. You just got to understand how the new workflow is. And I think some people...
See, the thing is, though, with disc streaming, it doesn't matter how much RAM you have. You're just going to be able to continuously record audio. So that's the thing about disc streaming that makes it special. It's just that most people aren't going to want to do one step. And I get it. It's just like what Altruist was saying. Like, dude, sometimes, like, with the recording arm, like, you don't want to be bothered with that shit. Like, back in the day, or not too long ago in 2.15, or not even 2.15, like 2.6, all you had to do was just press record. Like, why did they add that? And it was just like a small step to 3.0.
Are not used to new workflow, or they just don't want to get to know the new workflow. But, you know, it is what it is. Everybody has their own thing, and you can't knock somebody for doing their own thing. However, with the software version, if they did update it, I will say this. If they did update the software version, it needs to be a complete overhaul. Like, right now, the software version is cool.
There we go. Get to the hoeing. That's the type of energy. I don't have a bomb or nothing. I don't have a bomb sound effect or nothing. Get to the hoeing. That's what I'm here for.
But to me, it just seems a little clunky, and it just seems like it does not have to be the way it is. Like,
right. No
they can
giggling.
easily do a software version.
No giggling. It is clunky.
Like, pretty much all of the rest of the programs were more of like a linear type of a way.
My nigga Snipes Young in the building. What up, my guy?
And this is something that I've been talking about for years with the software version of being in a more linear type of a fashion. I was actually cool with how the standalone version was. I never really said that it needed to be like, you know, a update with the standalone versions, which I did. I probably did mention a couple times, but I was actually cool with where we was at. Like, if it didn't change, I wouldn't have been too upset.
That piano roll is still kind of that piano roll, bruh. Oh, God. But then again, I try to record great MIDI. I don't try to do any moving of nothing. it don't matter if it's FL Studio or nah, dog. I just don't like to move shit and draw stuff in. You know what I'm saying? But keep on.
I've always said in controller mode, in the software version, we need to have a linear type of a way of doing it. So I think if they did upgrade to the 3.0, it needs to be like a complete overhaul of the whole program to where it just makes more sense with the new 3.0 that's already out right now in the standalone units. Now, is this going to happen? I don't know, man. You know,
this man is like this.
I don't want peace. I want problems always.
Get to the hoeing. That's what I like.
I get some intel or something. So if they are doing it, I don't know nothing about it. They're keeping it very tight lip. So I don't know nothing about that. Now, with the new 3.0 update on the standalone units, I know they're going to have some more updates and some more bug fixes and stuff like that. But so far as the standalone units, for all of you guys who like to work in controller mode, I don't know. I don't know if it'll be anytime soon.
I'm trying not to laugh, dog. I'm trying to keep it 100, man. But this nigga making me laugh, dog. But anyways, so I do understand where he's coming from. I don't disagree with what he was saying. I was waiting for. I was like, bro, he's not getting to the man. Usually he gets to the hoeing quick. Like, where's the hoeing at? Not the. I guess what he's done is like a compliment sandwich where you do all the praising and you feel one side and on this other side. Look, man, I'm done with that shit. I ain't gonna even hold you, dog. 2025 is gonna be a raw year. I'm just gonna get a phone call or two. I might not get gear from companies or whatever. I don't care. I really don't care, dog. I care about my audience. That's what it is. 2025, I'm going back to my roots, grassroots, dog. None of these companies will fuck with us, period, if we didn't have the motion. And matter of fact, some of these companies don't fuck with us and we have way more emotion than other content creators, which that's always been a problem with me. I've always, and it don't have, and look, I'm not saying it because I want the motion, dog. I think there's cats that are doing an excellent job that aren't getting the motion, bro. You ain't gonna sit there and tell me that this nigga Jan Hunter is not getting this exact same motion as freaking Bo Beats. Nigga, are you for real? Are you serious? And I know we all pick on Bo Beats, man, poor Bo Beats and all that, dog. But certain people, man, it's like, dog, come on, man. Like we're not all here for him. Like this whole monopoly of bullshit, dog. And what it's got to be grassroots, bro. It's just got to be grassroots. Because these companies don't care. The moment that you stop being hot as a content creator, or they think that you're just not usable or whatever, they got all the customers and your affiliate link ain't as buzzing as whatever, all this shit, dog, they will turn on you in a heartbeat. Straight up. And I'm saying it before the fall. because again, grassroots for me, baby. I don't give a shit about none of these niggas.
At least that's
You said it was 2021 for you?
But I will say this, one thing about, the NPCs is
I said I've been asking this nigga for a collab for years. I'm done. Kickback culture. What's
the
going
cool
on?
thing about it is they have so many different things in standalone to where if they did add something, it probably wouldn't just be like this huge splash. Like it'll be just maybe some GUI situations where they might change up that. But pretty much there's everything inside of standalone that you can do just like any other regular DAW. It's just the MPC way of doing it. If I could say it like that. It's kind of a weird way of trying to explain it, but it's just the MPC way of doing it.
The MPC just brings a whole lot more than what some DAWs will ever do. And I mean, I can't take that away from Mcree, dog. Like the fact that Ableton Live does not have stem separation. And FL Studio I had it first. I got to give credit to FL. No, it was Serato that did it first, right? Am I right? Am I bugging chat comment section? Correct me if I'm wrong. But yes, Serato kicked this shit off with their stuff, and it's absolutely fire, dude. I will actually use Serato Studio to this very day. FL Studio, I don't like sampling and that shit. It's horrible. I don't feel like getting my Cash Cobain on. But the truth of the matter is, the MPC does a lot of things better than what DAWs do, especially when it comes to sample analysis. Dude, most of the time you need a separate VST plugin for all the things what the MPC does right now. That's just facts. And since I like to sample shit, it is perfect for me. You know what I'm saying? And now that they have implemented and shit, the native instrument shit, when they announced that, dog, I was shocked. I was like, bro, what the fuck is really going on? So now we got really good sounds. There's no excuse. If you have an excuse for why your beats ain't popping on the MPC, dog, I recommend that you take your shit to eBay.
But this is the other side of it that I want to address too.
Uh-oh.
Now, what I don't want to see is Akai updated, the software version to the 3.0, and they might switch everything, and then you get a whole bunch of people coming back saying, oh man, I liked it better the old way.
Nigga, that's gonna happen, dog. It just always happens. And right now, I think with 2.15 and with a lot of people, and I'm sorry, I do apologize to like the gang for not even thinking about it. I do think the main reason why they're keeping it in 2.15 in the software right now is the simple fact that you'll be able to open up your old projects without a problem.
You know what I'm saying? It's almost like damned if you do, damned if you don't.
It's damn if you don't.
If they did upgrade it, and this is a question I'm going to ask you guys, if they did upgrade it, would you want to see like a complete overhaul of everything? Or do you guys kind of want to keep it the same way and just fix a few things? Me, I'm expecting a whole overhaul with that. But I want to know what you guys think. Do you guys want a complete overhaul, or do you guys just want to kind of just fix a few?
I think that no matter what Akai does or whatever company does with whatever, their user base, especially with the MPC user base or whatnot, it ranges from old heads to, maybe some new cats that might enjoy it or whatnot. And, it's just hard to satisfy. And then also one of the biggest things with this MPC shit that comes along with it is that there's just people that are stuck in their ways. There's people that ain't even touched 2.50. Like, I got homies or whatnot that be on the channel and they like, man, I'm still in 1.0. I'm like, dude, what? Like, bro, it's time for you to upgrade. At least get to the 2.15, bro. Like, that's crazy. That's crazy work. You in 1.0? That was like the worst version. But they say, hey, I was happy with that because it had all the things that I wanted. I don't care about no MPC plugin or nothing like that. And I'm like, dude, there are things that was wrong with 1.0 because, it was 1.0. Hey, who knows, man? How do y'all feel about it? Like he's saying, because I'm going to tell you, I see people in the chat going crazy because, we doing this live, fuck it. And, I'm going to see people in the comment section that are definitely going to say some things, some very hot videos. Again, I want y'all to support the content creators. I will have this video linked in the description box. Make sure that you are subscribed to Bolo, the producer. You know what I'm saying? Talented content creator. I just realized that this man, I've been watching his Instagram stuff and I figured that it was him rapping, but I didn't even really know that he was rapping with like my cousin and shit like that, bro. But anyways, let me know how y'all feel, cause that's crazy.